The tripod that was holding my 𝗬𝗛 fell on a rock, and welcome to my channel. Here we talk about photography, and I make videos just like this one, where I will try to convince you that you don't need a lot of gear to enjoy landscape photography. I am in the mountains. Beautiful day. I want to go for a walk and I want to take some landscape photography. Today I don't feel like I want to take crazy, super long exposure photos. So let me show you what I have packed. A super light and also very cheap backpack. Here I will be able to attach my tripod, which is convenient. And this is the tripod that I will carry with me today. Very light, pretty inexpensive, but I did change the tripod head and I put my really right stuff 𝗏𝗏𝗃 because it's strong, nice to use, and also very light in my backpack. It might be convenient to wear it in order to show you what I do have inside. Nikon D810, of course, 20mm, Old Faithful. One filter, 6 stops ND with the integrated CPL, 50mm with a step-up ring that brings the 58 diameter thread to a 77 so that I can use the same filter on both lenses, 1 extra battery for my Nikon D810 and 2 extra batteries for my Sony ZV-1 that is recording right now. A convenient cleaning cloth, my blue jacket, otherwise this wouldn't be one of my videos, and I'm ready to go. If you think that I am making this video to prove you that I am such a good landscape photographer, that I don't need much gear to take beautiful landscape photos, you couldn't be more wrong. The point that I will try to make in this video is that you don't need much to start landscape photography, you don't need much to enjoy landscape photography. And actually, sometimes having less gear will force us to be a little more creative. As a matter of fact, today I will try to search for different kind of photography, not my usual kind of photography, not my usual long exposure photography. I will try to use different aperture, maybe with a more shallow depth of field. I will try to have a shorter exposure length, and I will try to use different camera angles. Maybe I will try to move the camera around a little more. Maybe I will also avoid to use the tripod sometimes. Yeah! Of course, I'm not sure about the result that I will be able to accomplish, but I'm sure instead that the beautiful mood that I am in this moment, just because I'm walking in nature on my own, will not be compromised by the photos that I will take today. There is this very pretty creek right here, which maybe I should go down and explore. I'm safely in this creek, and after moving around a little bit, I found this little branch where the leaves are partially lit by the sun. And I like to create a very glowy effect by using the 6 stops and the polarizer in order to saturate the green a little more. But mainly I want to create a very contrasty image, focusing on the foreground of the branch, and I think I should just try it. Something that I want to mention is that very often, especially in this kind of situations, I like to use a free app that is called Viewfinder. I possibly will link it down in the description below, where I can actually test the composition, simulating the sensor that I have, and I'm thinking to use the 50mm. I could change it to the 20mm, but I think that I would lose the effect that I'm searching for. So this could be my composition. There is a little wind, so I'm not sure I will be able to use the polarizer filter because it is integrated with the 6 stops ND. I will need a pretty fast shutter speed. Super shallow depth of field, 1.8. ISO 64, 200th of a second without any filters. Let's try. The very shallow depth of field helps me to isolate the branch, and it almost becomes an abstract shot. Kind of fun. So I found another little stream, a beautiful spot with very, very tiny waterfalls and a beautiful moss background with sun rays that are coming in, creating a nice contrasty scene. My point of view will need to be very low. Interesting camera angle. Let's see what we can do. Before setting up this shot, I would like to thank the PhotoTEE Collection that is sponsoring this video. Actually, I like to thank you that are buying these shirts to support my channel. I don't take it for granted. Thank you. I'm trying my first composition with the 50mm. My butt is wet, my feet are wet, but I think it is worth it. You can see now straight from the video mode of my camera how my composition is looking. I will try first with a super shallow depth of field, cutting the glare off the water with my polarizer. What about if I use my traditional f8? This would be 13 seconds. I think it's a little too much. So I'll move my ISO to 100, 10 seconds. I really think that I need to move my butt and grab the 20mm because this is too tight, and this rock right here is too prominent in my composition. So the 20mm lens gives me a lot more possibilities. I was definitely too tight, and now I created an interesting leading line of water right here on the right side of my composition. As you saw possibly from the photos that I just showed to you, I kept on taking photos with my 20mm lens, and as it often happens when you're trying to do too many things at the same time, while I was controlling this camera, the tripod that was holding my D810 fell on a rock, and shit happens all the time. It looks like only the filter is broken. At the moment I'm not able to take it out. I'm confident that with some gloves I will be able to solve this problem. So now our equipment is down to one lens, no filters. I have an idea. These beautiful trees right behind me are inviting me for some vertical panning. I'm going to move intentionally my camera in order to create some abstract effects. Possibly you are familiar with my Nature in Motion series. Those are horizontal panning shots. So I will go into manual mode in order to create settings in my camera that will allow me to have a shutter speed of about 1 second. Then I will move my camera intentionally in a vertical fashion, just like so. Right hand on the grip, left hand on the bottom of the lens, armpits close, elbows on the waist, sudden movement, intentional and determinate. This might require a bunch of attempts, and you will need to move around until you find the abstract composition that you like the most. Hey, this I didn't like at all. Better. I will keep on trying and hopefully I will get a good shot, but I don't want to hold you for too long. Although I broke a filter, my mood didn't change. I'm still very happy that I came out. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Enjoy nature, respect nature. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.